Hello and welcome to the second of our demos. This time we're going to show you the operation of a marketplace on the blockchain, on the Gajumaru. All of this is happening on the Gajumaru. The wallets that we have on the system are the means by which people are engaging. They're logging into those wallets. They're making their transactions. It's actually dynamically creating the smart contract between the buyer and the seller. It's allowing them to negotiate the terms between them and representing that again, rebuilding and allowing the transaction to occur using the Gajus as the currency of exchange. This is something completely new for blockchain. We've been told that this is all about enabling people to transact with one another, but it's not really happened except with massive intermediation. Lipstick on the existing pig of a system. What we're going to show you here is an actual market operating for real with Gajus. On the buying side, we have Dimitar, who's sitting in Bulgaria. He's going to be buying some of the items that Ulf has offered for sale on Agora, which is our marketplace. Over to you, gentlemen.
Okay, I'll start sharing my screen now. Okay, this is the interface and it's a proof of concept. It has this brutalist view, but the core thing is that every single out of those items here is a smart contract on our testnet. All the negotiation process goes through those smart contracts, and it's so trustless and decentralized. So is the login. There is no password. I'm going to show you now. I'm clicking login, and the site initiates a connection to my wallet, which says that this is my address. Then I have to prove that this indeed is my address, and the site sends a message that I'm going to sign with my private key. Signing with my private key means allows me to produce a signature, which is going to authenticate me as the owner of the public key. And my wallet produces this signature, and I'm sending this to the website. It checks that indeed the signature corresponds to the pub key, and I log in. Now I can go to the item I want to buy and place a bid. Again, I'm asked to authenticate a message. And it asks me to lock 30 Gaju and do a contract call, do a bid, essentially. And I confirm. It produces a transaction for me, which I submit. Now it's Ulf's turn.
And I will share my screen and so I can I reload and I now see engaged sales 1. I click on that and I see that someone is trying to buy this excellent speaker. It's in status negotiation on chain. I go down here and I see a bid. I can send a message to the prospective buyer, and Dimitar will hopefully answer.
I am. I did.
Bulgaria. I'll add some shipping cost. And I can do that here. I adjust the price. Did I say 2 Gajus? Shipping to Bulgaria is cheap, let's say. So I confirm an adjustment of the price. So now the price has gone up from 30 to 32. and we reload, we see that this has been confirmed. So it's on the chain. And now over to Dimitar. You can, he will have to approve the price change and adjust his bid.
Yes, now I see that the price get changed from 30 to 32, and I have to walk 2 more Gajus to match the price. There is a transaction prepared for me that asks me for 2 more Gajus, which I confirm, submit, revote, and now the transaction is actually on chain. It's already mined. It's that fast. At this point, I had matched of expectations for the price, and now is his turn.
Yes. So over to me. I can now see that there is a new bid updated to reflect my new price. I can accept that.
Do another smart contract call.
Yes. And I confirm. I guess I really should look at the transaction details, but hey. Okay. Now the bid has been accepted. I have a little text box here where I can, for example, add tracking info. There is the tracking URL. I ship that, and so now Dimitar can take over and show the last step.
Yes, so on my end, I had received Ulf's message that the product has been shipped. I can, once it's received, I can say it's received. I can put a rating to Ulf. I can write a comment like that I like the product and the Ulf is a great salesman. And now I had bought an item on chain.
So, and well, Craig, who wrote the marketplace, any concluding comments here?
Sure. Yeah. The as we showed in the transaction demo, where you see the chain in operation with extremely low latency, but it's still protected by proof of work. It's still the same value proposition as Bitcoin. This is just the advancement of the idea where it should have gone 10 years ago and got derailed. We're finally able to do the thing that you would have expected blockchain to have supported a decade ago, which is an online marketplace for people to buy and sell directly to each other, sort of eBay style, almost like old school classifieds in a newspaper. That was one of the original goals of blockchain, and we never got there because everybody got derailed by the number go up nonsense speculation. The low latency nature of Bitcoin next generation, as implemented by Gajumaru, is allowing us to do this directly on the chain, on the mint, which is fantastic. And from the perspective of, I had tried to write marketplaces like this in the past on other blockchains before, and it never worked out. It never even made sense because you'd hit weird price spikes, and then there wasn't a good way to negotiate the buyer and seller prices, and transacting contracts took so long. You could be waiting hours for something to get out of the mempool. The price could have changed by the time that went through. The transaction cost was so high that you could never buy something cheap, like a pair of shoes, relatively cheap, like a pair of shoes, because the transaction fees could be a significant percentage of just the processing fee. And existing online marketplaces that use PayPal, eBay, Amazon, and so on, they take anywhere from 12% to 45% of your sale also. So, and that could be even a large sale of expensive sale items. So the proposition of selling online has been kind of insane lately. I really would have thought that blockchain would be here to, pick up the slack, and it never was until just now. This is what we're excited about, is being able to do this. So, as I mentioned before, QPQ's, our business proposition is not that we're going to operate a blockchain and that's going to make us rich. That's a windfall. Windfall profits are not business models. They're not the same thing. We have ideas like this that we want to put on chain, and there hasn't been a blockchain that could do this yet. And we tried to find a place that we could do this. I've tried to do, like, before I was even involved with QPQ, I've been trying to find a place to do this. We had to solve this problem first and field this blockchain before we could do stuff like this. So this is, it's rough interface. It's, as Dimitar said, it's brutalist interface, very web 1.1. But it's a minimum viable product that proves the point. It's proving, this marketplace proves to us that we can do this, and it actually works really fast. It's faster than Visa.